Hi, welcome back and welcome to my channel, Techie Krish. As I was discussing on user-defined functions in Python, in my last video I discussed why we need the user-defined function and where we can apply user-defined function, and just I would like to tell you that we define UDF in the program just to avoid duplicacy or avoid repetition. And if the application is quite big, then it is advisable to break down the entire program in modules. So this is a modular approach, and that is why if you create the functions, user defined functions, this would become very easy for the user to debug on the basis of the different modules. And in this video I'm going to tell you about the arguments. So we'll discuss the positional arguments, we'll discuss the default arguments and the keyword arguments, and what is the role of the return function we'll also like to discuss here. So let's move to our presentation. So here this is my presentation, and if you look at this presentation, so what is the syntax of the user defined function? So the syntax of user defined function, that the function begins with the keyword def. So if any word or any line begins with the keyword def, it means this is the user defined function. Though this is the characteristic of a function, that the function does not get executed itself. It will be executed as and when it is called by the program or the main code. So here if you see this, there is a function name, and it begins with def keyword, and in the bracket there are the parameters, you can say the variables or arguments, and here this is a function body, means the program of this function, and finally the last statement of this should be the return statement, and if the return statement is not defined, then it will return none by default. And when the function is created, it is mandatory to call this to execute. So here from this place we can call the function, so that it will make a call to this function. Only then this function will be executed and it will return this kind of result. So parameterize is something different. These are the variables which are defined within the parenthesis. They can correspond to the actual parameters, but sometimes the definitions may differ. These functions accept parameters arguments to process and return results dynamically. Parameters allows for the flexibility, enabling the function to handle different inputs each time it is called. So whenever a function is called, we will have to issue the arguments or supply the arguments for that function, and these arguments are known as the parameters. So if the function does not have any user defined function does not have any parameter, it means the data is available inside the function itself. For example, if you see this example, def fun name, print hello and name. So this is the user defined function, and this will not be executed unless you call this like this, fun world. So when this program is executed, this function, means the function call is made, and it, as soon as this function call is made, this will go to the user defined function fun, and with the value you are going to pass for the arguments. So this world value moves to the argument name. So when you say print hello, and whatever value you have passed, and the variable argument, and the argument receives the world, it will print hello world. This would be the output. Means the output of the user defined function will only appear when a function call is made. Functions with default arguments. A function can have default values assigned to its parameters. If no arguments is provided when calling the function, it takes the default value. Means if you define any argument inside the parenthesis of the UDF, then if the value is not there, and if you have defined or initialized the argument within the parenthesis, when you do not pass any value as argument, it will use the default value inside the parenthesis. So this is called the default value. For example, see here, def sample x comma y is equal to 50. So x and y are the parameters, and here y is the argument which is initialized to 50. When I say print x and print the value of x and print the value of y, when I call the function sample, so here I am passing 10, and 10 will move to x. And what about y? So y will use its default value, that is 50. Hope you understood the concept. So what is the difference between the default parameter and the ordinary formal parameter? So when you say simple x comma y 50 takes two parameters where y has its default value, that is 50. It prints the values of x and y. When called with fun 10, it uses 10 for x and the default value 50 for y. Next, so here we are going to discuss the positional arguments also. So positional arguments are the arguments, the simple arguments. There is no default arguments. We can define default arguments also, but positional arguments means number of arguments which we define with UDF, and corresponding to those arguments we'll have to pass the arguments while calling that function. So if you have three arguments within the user defined function, then you will have to pass three arguments from the place where you are calling that function. So suppose x, y and z are the parameters inside the user defined function, and you pass 10, 20 and 30. Then the first parameter will have the first value, that is 10, second parameter will have the value 20, and third parameter will have the value 30. So corresponding parameter and corresponding values. See here, positional argument name comma age. So print hi, I am and name. So here see, this is the parameter and these are the positional parameters: age, hi, I am, name. Whatever is value of name is printed here. Similarly, my age is whatever value of age will be printed here. My age is whatever value is there. So case 1, positional argument, I am calling the function with the value Rahul and 20. So Rahul will move to name and 20 will move to age. So it will print, hi, I am Rahul and my age is 20. But in case of second case, I have swapped the values. Means in place of name I have taken age, and in place of age I have taken name. So when I call this function positional argument, then 20 will move to name and Rahul will move to age. So it will print my hi, I am 20 and my age is Rahul. So these are the positional arguments. So here you see, we use when the arguments order is critical, calling a function with positional only arguments in different orders will yield different results, one correct and one incorrect. So here case 1 is correct and case 2 is incorrect. So see here, case 1 is this and case 2. So case 1 it is saying, hi, I am Rahul and my age is 20. So this is the correct result. And when I say, when I swap the values, then hi, I am 20 and my age is Rahul. So this way the positional arguments uh, can produce incorrect output also if we do not care of the positional arguments. And when we talk about the keyword arguments, so keyword arguments are different. Function arguments can be passed using keywords to improve code readability. Means we'll have to pass the arguments as keywords. This ensures the correct mapping of values of parameters regardless of their order. So whatever order you are giving, but it will take the value on the basis of the keywords. So if the order of keywords differ or get uh, get changed, then it will accept the value, it will take the value as per the keywords. For example, so see here, I have taken one example, def keyword argument name comma age, and when I set print name is whatever name is, and age, so age variable is this, argument is this, so age will be here and name will be here and years old. So when we call the function, so the function name is keyword arg, so age is 21 and name is equal to Agni. Okay, so if you look at the function definition, user defined function, so this is age, this is 21, but here the name and here the parameter both differ, because this is name and name is on cross. Name is on cross means when I call the function, the name is the second parameter and age is the first parameter, whereas in user defined function the name is the first parameter and age is the second parameter. Just because of keyword arguments, so age will take age and name will take name. So when we run this program, or when we activate this user defined function, the name will receive from name argument, and age will receive 21 from age argument, and the output will be like this. Keyword arg name age prints the name and age with the masses is age, whichever age is. It is called using keyword arguments. So age is 21 and name Agni, which assigns the values explicitly to name and age. So no matter the parameters are in order. So the parameter keyword arguments in user defined function receive the values in the same order of the keywords, not in the order of the positional arguments. Hope this is correct. Understood the concept? And when usually a function returns a value, as I told you, when the return statement is not mentioned within the user defined function, it will return the value still. The value it returns is none if return statement is not defined. Otherwise it will return the value whichever the function is returning. So see here, a function can return value using the return statement. This allows the function to send back a result for the further computation. So see here, def function return value num. So if I return num into num, so it will return the value the same place where the function is called from. So I'm here, so res is equal to ret value 5. So 5 moves to num, and here it will return 5 into 5 to this place, and this place the value moves to res variable. So when we say print res, it will print 25. So see here. So ret value takes a number num as input and returns its square num into num. When called, the return 5. It calculates 5 into 5 and it stores the result into RAS identifier. So this is how we can say the function can also return a value. Hope you understood the concept of the arguments and the keyword arguments and the positional arguments. And if you understood the concept, kindly apply this in your practice and do some hands-on so that you get the depth of these user-defined functions and the arguments, positional arguments, default arguments, and the keyword arguments. So you'll meet in the next video with some other concept and scenario. Till then, bye bye.